Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Fletcher. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Soft spot in the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Slams ahead for a yard out from the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got his man downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up, getting a big stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
Touchdown, Alabama! Put it in the window for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Snap it to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Price. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown time! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him, braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air, it's Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On the direct snap, it's Price. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The quick out. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little... here on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. They'll go with a direct snap. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for space. It's Price. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to... Everywhere, it's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Took care of it himself. Defense makes a stop, but the change move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Slides away. Still on his feet. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, This is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Throwing down by the goal line is always difficult, especially when the defense is expecting it. On 3rd down, they were, so you've got to have the perfect play call on, and that's exactly what the offense had.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Indiana. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Williams. Continues to fight for yards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That's caught. It's Williams. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will pull up here in the 2nd half.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bama! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gary. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Catch in the middle. It's Carr. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You're seeing on on both sides. Really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking to buy time. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just pick. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Ready? Right. Single. Ready, team.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carney. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Double, double. Let's go.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Rush is on him, and he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Can they catch him? Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Under fire. Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, going up top. Pressure coming. He stopped just inches away from the 1st down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down. Couldn't do it.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Using his legs, it's Price. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Russell. The short hands. It's Adams. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Just keep slinging it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Headed to the end zone.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on 1st down. Now you've got them in 2nd in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Buys a little time. Blasted as he lets it go. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game.
Oh, it's a fumble. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. He would not be denied.
And that is just like this offense drew it up, right? A little bit of misdirection. I mean, we purposely fumble. They scoop it up, take it all the way to the house. Sometimes it's better. Be lucky, then good.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if They can take the lead here. First and goal. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. Direct snap. Smashes ahead.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll run the sneak for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run the RPO and pull it right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gary. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Carr. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Indiana. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds a little space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Dances away. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Connection to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. A little screen to the running back. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Got it looking for a first. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Hurricanes are on the move. Snap it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He's got him. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms and decision time for this offense.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
It is perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. One in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll go to the air. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catch traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Look out, he's got room. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Works the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Powers forward. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies out front just creating a wall at the goal line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And after that penalty on the defense, the offense needs to move it and jump. Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Russell. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Meadows. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackling the... These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Price. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.